Hi guys! Today I want to talk about the difference between hyaluronic acid and Botox. Right now there are a lot of, it's much more common than in the past to do injection of hyaluronic acid or Botox in order to have like a plumping effect to decrease wrinkles. Botox is a toxin, so basically is able to react with our cells and keep this tension effect that decrease wrinkles. On the other side, hyaluronic acid is a molecule that is neutral, and we find it, for example, in many face creams, and it is able to keep the skin hydrated. They work in a different way. One is a tension activity. The other one is not able to actually have that effect, but is plumping. So that's why these kind of injections are so common nowadays. The effect lasts around 6 months, depending on the type of product that we can find, but they are around 6 months. In general, they don't have specific reactions. If you go to do this kind of treatment, remember always to tell to the health professional or the esthetician or who does this treatment to you if you have any kind of allergies, or if in the past did you get any reaction. After you do the treatment, you will see that for like one day probably you cannot go to the gym, you can not sweat, and you will feel like small pimples in a way, but that's normal. That's because the needles has this effect. If you do that, just share your experience with me. How do you feel? How was your first injection? And then you can write it also in the comment if you want. And thank you for supporting and for following. Bye!